Have you ever felt that uncomfortable silence deep inside you? The one that creeps in during quiet moments, when the noise of the world fades for just a second, and you're left alone with your thoughts. That sinking realization that something's missing, that maybe you're not where you should be in life. It's not that you're lazy. You work, you scroll, you talk, you eat, you sleep, but still, something feels off. Days blend into weeks, weeks into years, and suddenly you realize you're running in place. Life is happening, but you're not really living it. Not in some catastrophic, dramatic way, but in the quiet, consistent habits that eat away at your potential like a slow leak in a tire. And deep down, you know it. It's about waking up to the solution. You're wasting your life. It's harsh, but it's honest. And maybe honesty is exactly what you need to hear right now. It just whispers, you're fine, while stealing your time inch by inch. So let's talk. Not about shame, but about truth. Not about blame, but about power. Because this isn't just about recognizing the problem. Let's start with something most people ignore. Comfort is a silent killer. That this moment isn't urgent. That what you have now is good enough. It doesn't scream at you. It doesn't chase you down. It doesn't slam the door in your face. You're not failing, so you don't feel the urgency to grow. But you're not growing, so you slowly stop thriving. Comfort convinces you that tomorrow is a better day to start. But most people never make that connection. They assume their life is shaped by big, dramatic moments: graduation, marriage, moving cities. They might not cry. They might just whisper, please, stop wasting this. But the truth is far simpler. Once it's gone forever. And here's the trap. Good enough is the enemy of great. It lulls you into passivity. Every time you hit next episode, every time you scroll mindlessly, every time you let your dreams wait, you trade your potential for comfort. It's easy to say, I'll do it later, until you realize later has become your whole life. So why does this happen? Because distractions are easier than decisions. It's easier to scroll than to think, easier to binge than to build, easier to complain than to change. Every choice you make either moves you closer to the life you want or further from it. Your life is shaped by what you do every single day when no one's watching. You drive, sure, but you end up nowhere. The quiet decisions, the morning routines, the way you speak to yourself, the promises you break to yourself. If your future self could talk to you right now, they might not yell. Time is the one currency you can never get back. Think about that. Money you can earn more. Opportunities you can create again. You're allowed to breathe, but you're not meant to sleepwalk through life. And yet, it's the one thing we treat as if we have an endless supply. We waste hours like spare change. We give days away to meaningless tasks. We spend weeks waiting for the right time. But what if that right time is now? Because here's the truth. You don't need more time. You need more direction. Most people aren't lacking time, they're lacking purpose. They wake up with no plan, they drift, they react. And when you live like that, life happens to you instead of being created by you. Living without direction is like getting in a car with a full tank of gas but no destination. Purpose gives your life shape. It gives your actions meaning. And without it, even the best days feel empty. So ask yourself, what are you moving toward? If you can't answer that clearly, chances are you're just floating. And floating is the slowest form of drowning. There's nothing wrong with rest, but there is something wrong with resignation. Rest is intentional. Resignation is passive. You're allowed to pause. So if you feel stuck, don't beat yourself up. That won't help you move. But do something even more powerful. Take responsibility. Because once you take responsibility for your life, you also take control of it. That's when everything changes. You stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? You stop blaming the world and start building your world. You stop being a passenger and take the wheel. Action is the antidote to regret. It doesn't have to be massive. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. But you do need to start one small choice today. One honest conversation with yourself. One step in the direction of what you really want. Want to write a book? Start with one sentence. Want to get in shape? Go for a 10-minute walk. Want to change careers? Read a single article. Momentum doesn't come from waiting. It comes from moving. And with each small step, you build confidence. You build clarity. You start to believe in yourself again. But here's the part no one talks about. Progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. The early stages are hard. You won't see results. You'll question yourself. You'll feel like nothing's happening. That's normal. That's expected. That's growth. Reading one book won't transform your mindset. Writing one page won't make you an author, like drops of water filling a bucket. Eventually it overflows. The gym won't change your body in 1 week, but those small acts, repeated daily, create a compound effect. They'll say you changed overnight, but you'll know the truth. And when it does, people will call you lucky. Ready to say no to what doesn't matter so you can say yes to what does. You just stopped wasting your life. They're not buried under some mountain of failure. They're just waiting behind your excuses. You chose to live intentionally. So now the question is, are you ready? Ready to put the phone down? Ready to get uncomfortable? ready to become the person you've always known you could be. Because that person, in the moment you let go of those excuses, everything opens up. Your energy, your clarity, your confidence, your momentum. Suddenly you don't feel stuck anymore. You feel powerful, and not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. You decided your time mattered. You decided your dreams mattered. You decided you mattered. That's the real shift. Not just from wasting life to using life, but from being a passive observer to becoming an active creator. This isn't just motivation, it's a call to action. You don't need a permission slip. You don't need to wait for rock bottom. You don't need a miracle. You just need to decide. Right now. This moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when I have time. Now. Because your life is not a rehearsal. This is it. The clock is ticking. The world is moving. And your future is calling. Don't ignore it. Don't let another year pass filled with the same habits, the same doubts, the same regrets. You have something inside you. The world needs a gift, a voice, a fire, but it can't shine if you keep hiding it behind distractions and fear. So get up, get focused, get honest. Your life is worth more than scrolling, settling, and waiting. It's time to stop wasting it and start living it.